Well, it is that time of the week. It's called Thursday, and I'm back with you with yet another video. I've got I've been talking to a lot of people. I've got a lot of requests and letters and messages that have come in about people who've lost their jobs. And what do you do after you've lost your job? And this is a true story. It's my story. It's how it happened with me. I'm going to tell you about it. But first of all, what you need to do, yes, is basically like and subscribe, because it's very important. It helps me go, it helps you grow, it helps all of us grow. So we can watch lots of more videos and have lots of fun together and create magic. Yes, magic, that's what life's all about. Over the next some time, I'm only going to be talking about magic, because magic is what happens to both of us when we start to do things together. Right now, of course, let's tell you about my story. The month was March. It was about the end of March, and it was somewhere near my birthday. And suddenly I got a mail which said that your services are required no more. And of course, that's still services are required no more. But the fact of the matter is that what happened to me is what I'm going to tell you about. It was first shock. Shock. Why wasn't I required? Wasn't I good enough? Wasn't I working properly? All those things came into me. Then came anger. The anger of, oh my God, this happened to me. Why did they do it to me? And then of course that anger gets taken out against your boss, against the higher ups, the management, all of that kind of thing. They didn't need to do this to me, etc., etc., etc. But I'm sure they have their reasons, and so over time I've learned to say, okay, let's move on with it. And the third thing, of course, was despair, disappointment, dejection, and depression. All the D's that come together, they actually come together. They're like a gang. And why does that happen? It's very simple. So you're sitting at home, and then everybody else is working, and you're not going out. You're missing your colleagues. You're missing being at office. Added to that, the fact that you have bills that come in, the electricity, the water, the air conditioning, everything, the internet. And then you're kind of weighed down by it. It literally gets to you. So what did you do? What did I do? That's the important thing. What did I do? I'll tell you what I did. So I reached out, and I think that's the most important thing for all of you. First, accept that this is your situation. You have been laid off, and this is in front of you. You're staring at like a gray wall, which is somewhere here. And then you move on to say, okay, what do I do about it? The first thing is to reach out, because if you keep it to yourself, it will just keep boiling inside. If you talk to somebody about it, you talk to family, you talk to friends, you tell them how it is, you tell them the hakikat of the situation, the reality of the situation, they kind of say, okay. And there's a lot of support, trust me, a lot of support that comes in from that quarter that you didn't even realize. People will hold out their hands. They might not give you jobs, but they will hold out their hands. The jobs, of course, will come later. And then you sit down and do the next thing, which is a reality check. And the reality check is basically about two things. One, of course, it is your finance. So there are bills to be paid. There are all kinds of emergencies, EMIs, all of those things to be met. How do you do them? Talk to the bank, talk to people, see what's the best way to do it. Talk, always talk. That's the most important thing. Once you do that, it's kind of sorted. You know that you can get things. So one, of course, you need to figure out your finance so that you know how much time you have. The other thing that you need to do is take a reality check of yourself. That's extremely important. There are two things or three things to this. One, of course, is the fact that what are your skills? What is the kind of work that you're looking for in the short term and the long term? So let's look at the short term. Can you freelance? Can you write an ebook? Can you work for somebody part-time? There are lots of part-time jobs that are happening right now. Can you do a kind of work that you've never done before, but you still like to do because it's something that maybe you like to do? So can you find something in that department? And the other thing is, what are you going to do in the long term? Are you going to stay with this kind of work? Because a lot of industries, for instance, like the television industry, where I'm from, the media industry, they just lost jobs. And are those jobs going to come back? I'd say not. So what do I do? Do I find something else? I was just pure in the right place because I said, this is what I want to do. I want to do wellness. I want to help people. I want to be in the healing ministry. I want to be in yoga and meditation, all the things. That's what I wanted to do. And this was my opportunity to do that. So I upskilled. I already had a lot of skills, but I upskilled. I learned more things. I read up a lot. There's a lot that you can do on the net now. There are lots of short-term courses that you can do. Go out and do those courses. Try and find if you can upskill yourself so that you're better worthy of getting employed tomorrow when the market's open. Remember that this is not permanent. It is temporary. And we will all live through it. The only thing is that we need to believe that we will live through it. So you build up your skill set around you and you say, okay. Other than that, you reach out to people. Talk to everybody you can. Your ex-employers, people you know, people who are around you, who you think will help you. Make a list of those people and write to them and tell them or speak to them. Today, communication is very easy, but communicate. That is very, very important. Very, very, very important. So you need to do all of those things in order to move it forward. Write your resume, whatever you think will help you to get to where you want to do. If you want to change lanes and maybe become an entrepreneur, freelancer like I've become, then maybe you should go in that direction and figure out what can be done next in that direction. Trust me, as you go out to people, as you go out into the world, you're lending an energy to the world. That energy will build up and come back to you. It's very, very important to realize this, that energy will come back to you. So send that energy out, the energy of new work, the energy of finding work. It will, even in times like this, there's a lot that's happening. It's not that there is nothing happening, everything shut down. No, now things are opening up. Things are getting better by the day. And then finally, what you need to do. It's very, very important through all of this, so that the big D words don't catch up with you again. Three things that you need to do. Set a discipline, set a lifestyle, set a routine for yourself. Every single day, get up at the same time, do what you need to do, exercise. I did a lot of exercise during this time. It was a regular exercise. I ate well, I ate healthy, because it's important. You're at home, so you need to figure out how to eat healthy, what to do. I've got videos on that. I've got videos on breathing, on yoga, and all of that. You can have a look at those videos, because those videos are the ones that I did myself. So, I'm coming from a place where I did it. These are the things that I did to keep myself on track. Because if you fall off the track, that's the dangerous part. So stay on the track, stay even, stay balanced, stay focused on what you need to do in the short term, in the long term. Take the people with you. That's very, very important. And finally, so you have a set regime, which means every day you do the same things. You go to work. I went to work, even if it was just writing articles, just doing small things for everybody. I did those things to keep the ball rolling. And then finally, of course, you need to do the biggest thing of them all. Believe in yourself. It takes a lot to believe in yourself. You have to reinvent yourself for yourself every day. So say some things to yourself. Say that this will change. It will pass. That's very, very important, to know that it will pass. To have that belief that it will pass. Secondly, it is very important to know that you have what it takes to get to where you want to. That's very, very important. The third thing, of course, is the fact that you will get to where you are and the best will happen to you. The best is yet to come to you. That's a belief that only you can build in yourself. So build those beliefs, build that set of beliefs. Why it is important is because when you talk to yourself, it calms you down. It brings you a lot of peace, so that you know that yes, I have the confidence in myself, because self-confidence erodes very fast, especially at a time like this. So have that confidence in yourself, believe in yourself, and that's all you need to do to go out. And as you just keep at it, you will finally get to where you want to. I've got to where I want to. Today, I've got close to 1 million hits on YouTube. That's a huge thing. I've got people who are following me every day, and so I request you to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever I am. Please follow me. And thank you so much for watching, and God bless you all. And I hope that the best happens for you. I always wish that the best happens for everybody else. But you have to believe in that. You have to believe in it.